All right.
I know, it's like we're having a picnic.
Yeah. All right, so what's going on, guys? It's another episode of unchARTed where we talk about art and the artists behind it. Today is no different, and I'm sitting here with Julie Bergeron.
Hi, I'm Julie Bergeron, and you're watching unchARTed.
So, before anything, I do want to know, what is your background with art?
Well, I've kind of always been like naturally inclined to art. I was like growing up, I was good at it.
Yep.
I was really bad at sports. So like I was always nurtured to kind of like continue the thing I was good at, which was art.
Yep.
So my background, I went to school, I went to Southern, and then I ended up transferring to the University of Hartford because I'm like, I don't want to do the school thing. I might as well study art.
Yep.
So I did that, and I studied painting. And a lot of my experience came through the form of like youth development programs where I would run like art programs.
Okay.
So I've always, been fortunate to have jobs that were related to art.
Okay.
So
Cool.
Here I am.
Was that beneficial to your art career?
I think school in general is beneficial, like to go to college, to have the experience, to get the degree. That's all very beneficial. And I would say yes. But yeah, I mean, I was interested in art, so
Yep.
I think it's important to kind of pursue the thing that you care about. So I'd say yes. I mean, you could do that anyway, though. It's like if you want to be an artist, then go do it.
Yeah.
So I mean, school is great for really, I guess, growing into yourself as a young person too.
Got you. All right, we're at the studio.
Yeah.
Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah. So the studio, there's actually another one in Bridgeport. We're in Hartford right now.
Yep.
And this is part of the Rise Up group. So we started these studios, and we're going to be creating more across the state, but it's exactly what it sounds like. It's a studio. So it's for creating art. I'd say mostly like, visual arts and painting, but you can apply to be a member. And that way you have access to the studio during like art club times.
Yeah.
And you'll be able to like work with other artists, build community with other artists, other people who are interested in art. There's a lot of perks around being a member of the studio. So yeah, it's like brand new.
Gotcha. How did you get connected with Rise Up and get a position to run the studio?
That's a great question. I'd say like 10 years ago, I was running a mural program, and one day I was Googling some stuff, and I saw like CT murals online. I'm like, what the heck is CT murals?
Yeah.
And so I just like saw the website, and I had like applied to be an artist there, but I didn't hear anything back ever. So in 2020, I had an art show at the Hudson on Pratt Street with a bunch of other artists, and someone introduced me to Matt. And so I met with Matt, and we talked a lot, and we even talked about like something like the studio space. So it was really cool. And then when COVID hit, everything changed, and it just seemed like so many opportunities for public art were like popping up. And so I hopped on some murals that Matt had coordinated, and that's been it.
What's the message that you're usually trying to send with your artwork?
I don't know. The art I love to do like ceramics. I don't know. I love pottery and stuff. That's just like fun. I love figure drawing, figure painting. I love to paint portraits of my friends, but like the message, I don't know if art always has a message. I think some of it does and some of it doesn't. And it all depends what the artist wants to create. But I really feel like art for me is just kind of a way to express myself, and it really kind of reflects like things I'm interested in, and I just like the actual moment of painting, and, maybe capturing something or different ways of seeing, and I don't know, I don't always want to copy a picture, but I really like the feeling that comes from painting.
Gotcha. That was a good point, like you said, about it doesn't always necessarily have to be trying to say something or mean something per se.
Not much of a message person.
Yeah.
But I feel like good art, reflects the times, and so maybe there's a message there. Or when you look back at art, you may have made in the past, you're like, oh, maybe it did say something after all.
Yeah.
So.
Yes. Your color selection.
Yeah.
What is your process for choosing colors for a piece?
I just have colors that I like.
Yep.
And it's kind of like, my wardrobe. I go by what colors I like, and I typically have a palette that I go for, and I've just kind of always been using similar colors. And right now, these trees got me losing it. So like all these tree colors.
Yeah.
Like marigold is nice. Coral, if you asked me a couple of months ago.
Yeah.
Tend to lean warm. I don't know why.
Okay. But it's always changing for you.
Yeah.
So I saw on your Instagram you're going to be doing a PolyTab class.
Yeah, PolyTab workshop.
What is PolyTab?
That's just a fancy word that someone made up about like a material that you can use to paint on that isn't like canvas and it's non-woven.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is that fairly new, or has that been around for a while?
It's been around for a little while, at least a few decades, I think.
Oh.
Yeah. So, but it's just been more popular with like artists. I think maybe because like it's so easy to see what artists do online now. Okay. But it's just it's another way of painting on a surface without actually having to be at a wall, and the material is nice and flexible, so that it could really kind of go on any surface and look pretty seamless.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So would you prefer that over canvas?
Oh, I love PolyTab over canvas. I think it's like smoother, but canvas is great too.
So can you draw you can draw with pencil on the PolyTab?
Oh yeah, it's really nice. Like it's a nice, especially if you prime it.
Yep.
It's like a nice piece of paper, depending how you prime it.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. So then, other than using it as a way to put your murals on the wall without having to work on the wall and stuff like that, what are some other creative ways that you can use the PolyTab?
Well, I'll tell you, one of the best ways I like to use it, and I'm going to show this in the workshop too. Yeah. I prime it with a and then, I don't want to say too much, but you can kind of work from two sides at the same time. Okay. And it's good because if you don't have a lot of experience with art, or you're working with a lot of people who maybe not have experience with art, they can still add something without compromising the original design.
Oh no, I wonder why more people don't mess with it.
It's a process.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's easier to just paint on a wall, but if you want to work in groups, if you're working somewhere where you have bad weather all the time and you're not sure if you're going to be able to work on the wall as much as you should, it's a great way to include a lot of people in a project where maybe not everyone can access a wall easily.
Okay. I'm surprised there's not that much art in here on the wall.
Oh, well, we had a show.
Oh.
Yeah, and a lot of the pieces sold.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. The ultimate vision is to have this place covered in artwork.
Yeah.
So if you got any art, bring it over.
What's the next event that's going to be happening here?
Oh, well, we're having a big fun holiday party for anyone who wants to come, but if you're an art club member, it's free.
Oh.
So
one of those perks you were talking about.
Yeah.
This is totally unrelated now.
Good.
Are you someone that collects artwork? Do you buy a lot of artwork?
I would like to collect more art. I trade art for sure.
Okay.
So if there's another artist and they're interested in my art, I'll do some bartering.
Yeah. How often do you do that?
It's been a little while, but as much as I would, if the opportunity presents itself, why not?
I wonder if there's any kind of events that happen like that, where people are just exclusively trading art.
Maybe we should do one of those here.
It may be.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. I think that'll be real cool.
Yeah.
Actually.
I think so. I never thought of that. That's good. Thanks.
Hey, yeah. Just make sure you give me a flyer so I can come.
Yeah, you'll be here.
Yeah, definitely. How would you define your style? Like, what would you call it?
Say it's pretty loose and colorful.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Loose and colorful. Yeah. All right. Do you have a preferred medium?
Yep.
Which is what?
Paint.
Yeah.
Yeah, like water-based paint.
Okay.
I've been playing around with these like water-soluble like pastels. Those are so fun.
Okay.
I love those.
Yeah.
I love like graphite sticks. Yeah.
Graphite sticks.
Yeah.
So that's like not a pencil.
No, it's just like a chunk of a lead almost. So I think I have a heavy hand and I'm a scribbler and yeah, I like stuff that's just like messy and dark. So yeah.
Got you.
Yeah.
Have you ever used charcoal?
Oh yeah.
I'm just saying because you said messy and dark.
Well, that's too messy. I draw my line at charcoal.
Okay, got you. So, on the business side of things, when you're trying to determine the price of a piece, how do you go about making that decision and assigning a price? Yeah.
Like, now I calculate kind of like my time, my materials, my skills, my experience, all that stuff. If I'm teaching, is it just me or is it with students? Yeah, there's a lot that goes into it.
Yeah.
So travel, all that stuff.
So I understand a lot of that. The part that someone that's new might struggle with, maybe you can help them with it, is how do you put a value on your time or your experience?
I mean, if you're brand new, start with minimum wage and add materials.
Yeah, okay. But no, that's an actual formula though, because someone might be like, okay, start with minimum wage, add materials.
Yeah, how many hours and what'd you spend on stuff?
Yep.
Start there at least,
right.
I guess.
Right, for sure. So what's one piece of advice that you would give to a young artist who wants to do what you're doing?
Oh, that's nice. Keep doing it.
Yeah.
Like, just keep going.
Yeah.
Because sometimes, it's like you're like the stock market. Sometimes you're good, sometimes you're not.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get better, then maybe you don't.
Yeah.
So it's just like keep going and like keep networking, keep making the effort to make your art. I say put yourself out there, but I think making is more important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So can you briefly talk about the importance of networking and building relationships?
Yeah, I think it's like anything.
Yeah.
That's where a lot of opportunities come from, at least for me.
Yep.
To know people or just to give yourself the face to your artwork, and because that's where opportunities come from. So networking is crucial.
Yeah.
I mean, it is. I mean, it's like we're all people. We have to work together, and that's what I like about this space and Rise Up is that it makes being an artist really, really good because I like working with others, and it's really hard to just do all of this by yourself. So I feel like you can go so much bigger, further when you have like a group of people, and I can do my art, and Matt, the director, can do what he's really good at doing. So it's I think working together and networking is just like part of the bigger picture.
For sure. So do you do any digital art at all?
Yeah, I've been I've been using Procreate.
Okay.
Yeah, that's powerful.
Yeah, that app keeps coming up.
It's awesome.
Yeah. So what's your favorite feature of Procreate?
Oh, it's just like so hands-on. Everything is touch. Like it's a little learning curve to figure out what the like gestures are and stuff.
Yep.
But like it's really cool to I don't know, just kind of manipulate anything you want.
Gotcha. Are you familiar with NFTs at all?
I yes, but no.
So, all right, what do you know of them?
It's like a art Bitcoin.
Yeah, okay. So it's art sold on a blockchain with cryptocurrency that you can continue to get paid on. Even after you sell it to me and I sell it to someone else and that person sells it, you're always going to get paid.
Well, I'm sleeping on myself.
Yeah. So this is something I'm trying. I'm working on getting someone on the show that just like strictly focuses on NFTs and is actually selling them and stuff, because I see that in all of you guys to have that potential to create that and start a new stream of income. And once it's built, like, you don't really have to do too much. You know? So I'm trying to encourage that low key, because I feel like it's something to think about. Think about it right now. Any picture that you have right now that you sell, you're only going to get paid on it once.
That's right.
You know, it's a game changer.
I'm gonna have to do that. Don't worry, someone's been telling me about this for years, so
yeah, that's the thing.
I really have to do it.
It's just like cryptocurrency has been around since 2009.
Yeah.
And it's just like sometimes things take a while to catch on.
I know. Yeah.
So definitely look into it, because it's still new.
Too.
So do you like to take pictures yourself?
Yeah.
All right. So how long have you been doing that?
Ever since cameras are around.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I wouldn't say I'm a photographer, but I like taking pictures, yes.
Yeah, well, I asked that question just because of what you just said about great art comes from great photos.
Yeah.
So that means you must look at pictures with a different eye.
Well, high quality photos.
Yeah.
Like, if it's a very, you don't want a fuzzy photo to paint a huge mural, because then the details are lost.
Got you.
So you want like a high quality photo.
Got you. So what type of photos do you look for to get inspiration?
People.
Okay. People, like crowds, or is it like leaders?
Just like my friends or people just doing stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, I like, people I know.
Gotcha.
I like nature.
Yeah.
Like good lighting.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool.
Maybe an interesting perspective.
So, are you open for commissions right now?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
So how do people contact you for a commission?
You can find me on Instagram. My handle is hartford.art. Shoot me a message. You could celebrate with me tomorrow the unveiling of my newest mural at Parkville Market, and that's with the Wings for Peace movement. So you can come check out the unveiling at 4 o'clock at Parkville Market on the 24th. And otherwise, join Art Club. We're actually offering free Art Club through the rest of 2022. So if you're interested, it won't even cost you anything. You can just kind of come hang out, check out the space, make your art, make some friends, build your network. So there's that. And, holiday party too. So if you want to join Art Club, we throw some interesting parties.
Hey.
There's a few things.
All right. I'll catch you on the next one.
Yes. Bye.